Hello everyone, I am Taureor and welcome to my newest Hearts of Iron 4 video. I'm still making rounds of all the new focus trees added in the No Step Back, and today we will be doing Estonia. Like all the Baltic states, they do have some interesting additions to their focus tree. They can embrace a Scandinavian, they can embrace a Baltic identity, a Scandinavian identity, or a Finno-Ugric one. So we have quite a lot of options here. Unlike Lithuania was able to turn to Poland, we are able to turn north. Let's see how well we'll do with that. Regular difficulty, Ironman mode, historical focuses, Estonia, let's go. Now, let's have a look at the focus tree. There's a democratic path, a communist path, and a fascist path. As usual, the fascist path is probably best for expansion, although I would like to explore the communist one as well. At least that one would keep us safe from the Soviets. However, we're doing Rally the Nation, because here we can do one of two interesting options. Estonia is Scandinavia, which will let us get cores on Sweden, Norway, and Denmark, or we can go Finno-Ugric, which gives us cores on the north of Norway and Sweden and some Soviet territories. Anyways, Rally the Nation. Let's get some guns produced and build some factories. Let's go civilian at first. We should have enough guns anyway. Research and some industry. We start with 9 units, which is not bad. Let's speed up and unpause. Of course, we have very little manpower, but we will fix that relatively soon. Unlike Lithuania, everything is in order with our military. We don't need to reform it or anything. And we also have some powerful decisions. Not as powerful as annexing Poland, but still powerful. Now, Rally the Nation has unlocked some decisions for us. We can hold marches, and that will give us more fascist support. Let's do that. And in the meantime, invest in our industry a bit. Now, I like to do all the marches before testing the government. You don't have to do all of them, you just need enough fascist support. But the more you have, the bigger the chance of a peaceful transition. Oh, 20%, that's amazing. Let's get another march immediately. We actually have enough to do the march on Tallinn. However, I will do other marches because we don't want the civil war to happen. So in the meantime, invest in our industry a bit more. Just 10%. Actually, it seems like I made a mistake. I should have gone with Seek Axis investment because this gives us extra 5% of fascism, which increases the chances of us getting a peaceful transition. But let's keep going. If we do all the marches, we should have enough support anyway. Chaotic March, unfortunate. Let's make another one. We're already at 64% support, so that's pretty good. I will now do the march on Tallinn. That last one we're doing will finish before this is done, and we should have so much support that a civil war is unlikely. Radio. Overwhelming, 20% more support, so we're at 83. There's a 10% chance of a civil war, so likely it will not happen. Yep, the guy stands down. We have a new one who has no special skills, unfortunately. Now we have a few branches we can do. Influence Finland, do a veteran government, which leads to war goals on Latvia and Lithuania, or boost our military. I'll start with the veterans government, because it gives us some nice advisors as well as political power. We'll actually want to train some more troops. Let's prioritize that, even if we can only get a little bit. I'd like some more in the field. We only have 2 templates. A 6-unit infantry and a 4-unit cavalry. That cavalry will be useful for garrisons. Let's do improved worker conditions. The extra stability will help our economy and our political power. And with the veterans government, we can get an advisor who gives us political power. This guy. Budget support and political power. Exactly what we need. Next up, let's empower Finland. And the Axis are inviting us to their faction. We will join, most probably. Not yet, though. See, with this and this, we'll be able to influence Finland to turn fascist. And once they do, we can either form a faction with them or annex them outright. National pride marches in Finland. We can essentially do the same thing we did at home. Just spend some political power to increase their fascist support. And we will do that. Better industry, please. Also, I have some command power. Let's maybe hire some generals. We have a few, they're decent, but maybe we can get a brilliant strategist. But it seems like we cannot. Anti-Comintern Pact, yes please. Now, let's do anti-communist militia, because this is basically useless. We can join the Axis just by asking them. These are better. Anti-communist militia will give us 4 big units ready to fight. Also, let's start with the marches. Now, doing this one will either start a civil war or make them switch governments. And that depends on support for fascism, I believe. So once again, we can do a lot of marches to transition peacefully, or just make them do a civil war and help them with it. I'd rather do a peaceful option. Always, because you don't waste units that way. Next march, what's your fascist support? 22%. We need at least 40, but more is better. Next march, next focus. This doesn't really help us, Baltic Shield. Sadly, I can't just bypass this, join the Axis if I am part of the Axis. Probably an oversight. So to do the Brotherhood, which we want to do, we'll need to do Baltic Shield. More marches, here. And here are the extra units we got from that focus. 4 big templates. Very useful. Can I deploy some? Don't really have the manpower yet. Speaking of manpower, we'll have to fix that soon. But first let's hold some more marches in Finland. I could do this one immediately, but I want to bring their fascist support higher. One more. Well, another one. Check the fascist support. Yeah, I guess I can probably do the march on the capital after this one. Also, let's do extensive conscription. Lots of things happening. Baltic Shield is done, let's do the Brotherhood. I think that's enough. Once we get the political power, let's do a march on their capital and flip them to fascism. They should accept it at this point. So fascist support, it is 62%. I'm pretty sure they'll flip peacefully. So yeah, we want to conquer Finland, Sweden, Norway, Lithuania and Latvia quickly to prepare to fight the Soviet Union. Oh, I was hoping for a peaceful resolution here. That is very disappointing. Let's join them in their war. Get all our troops, maybe even deploy some more. Give a general some experience. Let's see, can we get some good field marshals? Not really, no. Can I promote someone? Just wasted the points. He'll make a good general. I don't want to use the higher level ones, because they already are advisors. And I want to groom some advisors. Wait a minute, I'm not in a faction, so I need to ask them for military access. Once they accept, we attack. Be aggressive. The ideal outcome would be if they surrendered peacefully. Just accepted the transition to fascism. Perhaps I could have done one more march. Oh well, this will be a quick civil war. But in retrospect, I probably should have done one more. Oh, and these. And it's done. Civil war is over. Go back home. Now I'm going to improve relations with the new Finland. Greater Finland. I don't know why the fascists keep calling stuff greater. And now I'm going to have to make a decision. See, we can do the Finno-Estonian Supremacy League, which makes a faction, and from there we can continue to seize Sweden, Norway and Denmark and make them core territories. Or we can annex Finland and then get goals on Norway and Sweden only, and will not get cores on all of them. But we will get core territories in Finland, and it will happen immediately. I think I prefer this outcome. Also, the Finno-Ugric Empire has a pretty cool color, and requires us to beat up the Soviets, which is always nice to do. So, let's unite our nations. Oh, am I missing convoys? I have war goals on Latvia and Lithuania, but we don't want to attack them, not yet. 2 reasons. Can't be too aggressive or the allies will interfere, and also we want to give them some time to use this wonderful focus tree here that gives them factories, which we will then inherit. Another invitation to the Axis, no thank you. And I need a field marshal. I have to promote one of the guys I have who is not already an advisor. He'll do. Oh wait a minute, I should have even used him. No, leader experience gain reduction. That's not good. Offensive doctrine, but in a moment. Don't really have the points for it. Greater Finland accepts unification, which means I'm gonna get a hell of a lot more manpower, because this is now my core territory. Oh no, it's not yet, sorry. Once I finish this focus, it will be. So let's do it immediately. Make sure to use cavalry, it's more efficient. I could release Karelia. Interesting. And I have acquired the units. I'd like to go to 2 full army groups if possible. Also, almost forgot, I need to build a supply hub here. Let's prioritize it. War economy. Some infantry boosts. We're about to switch from Estonia to Finno-Ugric, which gives us cores here, of course. Wonderful. And now, it's time to strike against Norway and Sweden. Also, we're building that supply hub. Let's reorganize the railway system to get a boost to it. Once it's done, we'll also want to get another one here, and then here, I guess. So if you can utilize the bonus for them as well, that's great. If not, finish them later. Also, I need some steel. We are at only 22 factories, which is not a lot, but it will be sufficient. 2 full army groups will suffice. Let's get a new commander. Still no brilliant strategists. Unfortunate. How's the supply hub coming along? Nicely. Once it's done, I'll be able to attack. Now, I'm using cavalry, which is not very strong, but will be fine. I just don't want to send them to the front lines yet. I need to wait for that supply hub, otherwise they'll just starve there. Right, I think it's time to send them to the front lines. Thank you, the person who gave me the tip to shift-click the field marshal line. Let's do the glory of war. The extra manpower will come in handy. We have our war goal. Actually, we have war goals on Latvia, Lithuania, Sweden and Norway, but we can't just use them all. Not just like that. Oh, I do have some planes, don't I? Not a lot, but it's something. Yeah, let's try to use them here. Also, I should probably leave some troops in the ports. Do I train more? I'll train more. Pause. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Supply hub ready? Oh yes, it is. Good. I could attack now, but let's wait a little bit longer. Get these guys in position, create the garrisons for the ports, and so on. We're not really in a rush. I mean, it is 38, and we'll want to finish our conquest relatively soon, but I can wait a couple more days. Let's research trucks. We'll need those. Come on, train a bit faster. I guess I can deploy them when the war is already ongoing. So I have some ships. Let's maybe send them here. Not sure if it'll do anything. Wait a minute. What are you doing? Yeah, that's better. You guys ready? As ready as you'll ever be. Let's declare war on Sweden, and Sweden alone. Go very aggressively, even with manual commands, because the Swedes just don't have enough troops. If we break past their initial lines, I can just run around them and cut them off. Something like this. Most of their troops are up here. They of course have some defenses down south, but not a lot. Ah, damn it, they landed already. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. I can probably push them back. I wanted to protect myself from a naval invasion. Maybe I should have waited with the war until I was ready to do so. Let's flip them to infantry. Get some more resources. I mean, even if they take all of this territory, I will not capitulate because Finland is my core territory, so it's not that important, but it is inconvenient. It will damage my industry and so on. Oh, also, I no longer have the bonus to supply hub construction. Let's do war propaganda. And where is he? A popular figurehead. We don't want strikes to happen. Anyway, we don't want them to take our territory because it's inconvenient. And our industry is damaged and all that. However, if we're fighting them here, that might actually be good for our invasion, because that means less troops in Sweden itself. Better guns. The supplies here are not the best, but once we take this one, this province here, it has a supply hub, and everything will get better. And here we have it. It is getting better. Glory of war. Now, the vapid youth. Well, vapid. Still, more population to recruit. Keep the infantry here. The cavalry can keep advancing. Let's give them a bunch of different orders, take some important victory points, just run around their territory. We've broken through their lines, it should be smooth sailing from here. Could use more manpower though. We're winning, good. It's just April of 38, we don't need to hurry up that much. Oh, mutinies in the army, really? Or is that for the war support? Pity. War propaganda will fix that soon. Let's take the expensive option. We're getting deep into Swedish territory, as you can see, which is exactly the plan. Oh, already to Stockholm. Good. The thing we have to worry about now is allied guarantees of our future targets. So we'll have to move fast. I'll explain in detail momentarily. How far are you from capitulation? Not that far. A couple more victory points. Why did you stop going, by the way? A couple more victory points and we'll be there. Need to get to Malmo. That'll do it. Oh, actually, Göteborg was enough. Great. Great news, but now we need to move fast. Right, first, let's use our worker for conquering stuff. This is all we're going to get cores on, sadly. But, of course, I'm also going to take all the rest. Could pop up them, I suppose. Nah, it's fine. Take everything. Our borders will look better. And now we have to act fast, because the Allies will guarantee Norway, or Lithuania or Latvia. If we don't, we've already caused enough trouble as is. Infantry expert, please. Fortunately, I'm pretty much ready to strike on all fronts. You guys will hold this line. They should be able to hold it, at least. The two full armies here, are going to attack Norway. Very aggressively, please. Get in position, quickly. I can wait a couple of days, not too long. Please need them on the border. Let's see. No guarantees yet. Okay, you're on the border, that's enough. Guarantees? No guarantees. Let's accept the invitation to the Axis. And if you don't have an invitation, just slow the game down, ask to join the Axis, and unpause for 1 hour. Because this will affect the guarantees. Next up, we can focus on our economy and research. Primarily research. And while we're still paused, declare war on all our targets. Simultaneously, without involving the Axis. It's fine. Oh, they are attacking me here. Perhaps I should have sent more troops. I need to send more troops there. You, relocate. We don't actually need or want to push here. Just need to hold the border for now. What I want to do is push against Norway very quickly. Maybe even manually, because they're not defended. They can't do anything to stop me. And the faster we take it, the better. We're being pushed back. That's extra stability. But reinforcements are arriving. We should be okay. We will be okay as long as we have the ports in the area. Oh, right. God damn it, I forgot to stop building the supply hub, because we don't need it yet. Let's instead get some civilian factories. That was some wasted industry. Well, not wasted per se, but it was too early to use it that way. Go south. Norway's not gonna last long. They put all their troops in the north, and when I took Sweden, they just couldn't relocate them quickly enough. As you can see, this is a very quick fight. Oh, there's a soldier here. Just one, but still. And Norway capitulates. Perfect. This is the territory we'll get cores on. later. But of course, I'm going to take everything. And this is looking good. Let's relocate our troops here. Oh, national focus counts. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, I've been pushed back, which damaged my ability to do this. Don't worry, we'll push back now and do the focus afterwards. Troops are arriving already. I could have split my troops better, sent more home, but ultimately it doesn't matter that much. Let's invest in our industry. Already pushing them back. Now let's check their focuses. Do I have enough intel? Okay, Latvia has done modernize our industry, which is wonderful for me, and attract workers, which is a total of 6 factories I'm gonna inherit. About Lithuania? Not yet. So I might want to delay my conquest of Lithuania a little bit. But I definitely need to push them back to get my territory back. So I can do the focus I need to do. Or maybe I should just finish them off. Let's go to balanced. Move slowly. It's just August 38. We have a lot of time. Munich Agreement. I have to finish soon if we don't want to lose Memo to the Germans. Take all states from Latvia. And just Lithuania is remaining. Germany, what you doing exactly? First Vienna Award, we still have some time. Yeah, maybe stop your advance for a moment. Also use a field marshal line. Let's give Latvia some time. Maybe they can finish a focus that gives factories. Or maybe not. In the meantime, I'll do this one, which I was delayed on. Yeah, let's give them some time. One of those focuses that I'm hoping they'll do gives 2 factories, the other gives 4. Of course, I'm speaking about these. So I'm not sure what the AI sequence is for Lithuania. What I know is that we need to destroy them before Germany demands Memel. Oh, that's an oversight. I forgot to hire an infantry expert. That would have been helpful in Sweden. Let's do it now. Also improve worker conditions. Oh no, war propaganda first. Seems like they might not be interested in doing the focuses I want them to do. Let's see. Yeah, they're doing research Eastern claims. I need to kill Lithuania now. Although some of their focuses take 35 days. Perhaps I can wait a bit longer. Research slot. And let's finish Lithuania off. Professional officer call. And that's the end of Lithuania. Let's take everything. Thank you. We have conquered what we wanted to conquer. Estonia-Finland League. Holds all the Baltic countries and Scandinavia except for Denmark. Now we can of course unify the Baltics, which will give me core territory here, meaning more manpower and more factories. Much better, isn't it? Now we could also unify Scandinavia if we went the other way round, but then we wouldn't get Finland. I kinda wanted to get Finland. Now the reason I decided to join the Axis is partly because of Molotov-Ribbentrop, which means we have a lot of time to prepare for a fight with the Soviet Union. Our inevitable fight with the Soviet Union. We have a lot of damaged stuff, but it will repair itself. Now, let's get an agency. Probably should have done that earlier, but it's fine. And we need more troops. An entire army group will be necessary, I believe. We will have enough manpower once we increase manpower laws. We will have to do all adults serve, probably. But my goal is very limited this time. I want to unite the Finnic identity. Building forts is gonna be rather pointless. I'm actually intending to go on the offensive against the Soviets. We'll do some civilian factories and then military ones. I think this should suffice. We can also do better guns now. Oh, I also need trains, support equipment, and trucks, and artillery. Possibly anti-air as well. Oh, I actually have a lot of artillery, that's fine. Actually, I need a lot of trucks. It's fine. Just 1 factory should be enough. At least for now. I wanted to go to free trade, but we actually have quite a lot of steel in our possession, and if I go to free trade, I'll have to buy that steel. So ultimately, we'll probably be better off not doing that, at least at this point. Let's get technology sharing. We're about to have 5 research slots, and we have about a year to prepare, I think. Maybe a bit more. The Soviets will attack, but Molotov-Ribbentrop, I think, will prevent them from doing so for a while. Let's get a Soviet operative. Now, the problem with the Soviet Union is that they have very good counterintelligence. I'm just gonna stack them all here. Well, that's one of the problems with the Soviet Union. Also, I think Paradox changed something in the game options because I seem to no longer be able to disable the snow. I don't want to see the snow on the map, and I can't turn it off. I think it used to be here in video options, maybe under weather, but it is no longer here. So if any of you know how to disable the damned snow, please let me know, because it's messing up my map. Don't you hate when they remove an option to disable or enable something? But maybe I'm just being stupid, and the setting is somewhere else. It's totally possible. So do let me know. Let's get the morale expert. Shall we? Or maybe someone else. Consuming goods factories, that's useful. More recruitable population. Oh, better spies. I might actually need the elusive gentleman. Now, let's get the morale expert for now. I want the army experience. Also, some more generals, maybe. Oh, a brilliant strategist. Do we want to replace our field marshal? He's only level 2. I think we do want to replace him. I should probably ban communism right now when we don't have a lot of communism. Because later the Soviets will influence my politics and there'll be a lot of communism. So let's do that while it's still cheap. Instability. Fate of Czechoslovakia, okay. And we're at 5 research slots. Some more factories. Right, I'm not decrypting a cipher. I should. I'm gonna need some manpower. I need to go to service by requirement soon. It's time. And pick a doctrine. For now, bold attack. We have a decent amount of political power. We'll be able to fill all the slots relatively soon. Also, I'm not sure if I mentioned it. I'm using generals of low levels because they don't have traits yet. And I want to groom them to be the advisors I want. I'm going to need to prepare some supply hubs. This should do. Maybe I'm building too many civilian factories. I guess a captain of industry would be useful. Illy joins, fine. Molotov-Ribbentrop will keep me safe for a while. Oh right, I forgot about this. This gives me construction speed increase. Useful. I forgot to keep upgrading the agency. Let's also become the spymaster of the Axis. I think I will build on this template. I will be using pure infantry with support. Some of you give me shit for just using infantry, but let's be real. Of course, if I switched this template up like this, it would be a better template. But it uses a huge amount of artillery, and artillery is much more difficult to produce than guns. So I can have one template like this, or I can have 2 or 3 like this. And that's better, which is why I only add support or artillery or anything like that once I have enough pure infantry. Also, if you rush weapons 3, which we will probably do soon, your even base infantry can be very powerful. New operative, no Soviets available sadly. Yo, build that network. Start preparing a collaboration government. It's vital that you do it. And I'll try to get some more operatives in the meantime. Poland refuses German ultimatum. Of course, agent captured, yeah. It always happens in the Soviet Union. Let's get some more manpower. Of course, I could get in on the war with the Allies, but really, there's no need. I have my plans. I want to take out the Soviet Union and get my Finno-Ugric stuff. But apart from that, that's no business of ours. We don't need to fight the Allies. Let's do a domestic motor company. We've banned communism, so even though they are doing influence, that's not going to do much because, first, it's being decreased by our ban on communism, and second, we are giving constant fascist support. There will be some communism, but not a significant amount. Right, we already have... Do we have enough troops to deploy? No. But I have gone to service by requirement, so soon we'll have enough manpower. I almost forgot about my spies. Let's rescue the operative. Germany is going for the Benelux, and Warsaw has fallen. We're not getting involved with Poland at all. Not our fight. Poland capitulates. Molotov-Ribbentrop should be in effect soon. And here it is. Oh, the collaboration government mission is prepared and ready. Can I get a Soviet operative? I can. Okay. You keep the network going until this mission is complete, so that I can commence. Okay, this is about to be done, then we can launch the collaboration government, which is vitally important for my purposes. Let's go. The 2 Soviets are going on the Soviet mission. Excellent outlook. Maybe we'll get a bonus. Deploy some troops. Need 5 more. Original designs. This will let me do weapons 3 very soon and actually use them against the Soviet Union. We don't really have enough industry to have an effective air force, but I will work on it soon. For now, let's do atomic. Right, that's a full army group. Don't need any more troops. Let's see our logistics. We have a nice reserve of infantry equipment, but it's nowhere near what we need. I'm going to switch all of these guys into the anti-Soviet division. Don't really have manpower for it, but we will. And deploy them accordingly. Not using field marshal orders this time. This should suffice. Get in position. Forts will not be necessary, most likely. Oh, there's an important thing I forgot. This 10% attack and defense against the Soviet Union. We'll have to do that soon. I'll finish original designs before that, though, I guess. I will research support companies. If we have enough production to sustain ourselves, then we'll start adding those. For now, just pure infantry, because that's all we can afford with our amount of factories. Although, maybe I'm building too many civilian ones. Let's stop and go military from now on. Finish what you're doing, do the supply hubs, and then military. That should do for now. I'm not sure how well the manpower effects of this guy will affect us. I have to recalculate everything. At this point it would be good, but when we get more territory it might be bad for us. He'll be good for stability though, because he decreases communist support, the anti-Bolshevik. Sure, let's do that. Don't want that communism. It's actually going down even though they're influencing us. The Axis are calling us into their wars, which we have no interest in. Soviet ultimatum. No, they have a war goal, but they also have a non-aggression pact with Germany. So I think they're not allowed to attack us. And when they do, we'll be ready. Let's have a look at our supply. It's fine. Once we finish these, it will be okay. Denmark counterattack. And Paris has fallen. So has Rudolf Hess. Advanced computing machines. Oh, are the Soviets preparing to attack? Really? I don't think you can. You still have the non-aggression pact. I have to cancel it first. I'm pretty sure they're not allowed to attack me. We could go Superior Firepower, or we could go Mass Assault. Both are valid for us. Superior Firepower because it, increases soft attack and all that. But also because it boosts support companies, and I will be using them once we have enough production to do so. Actually, I could add artillery right now. I guess I'll go Superior Firepower. I really like this doctrine. But before I do, I should probably hire a military theorist. The threat on our border. Military theorist? Denmark capitulates, not my problem. Yeah, let's do Superior Firepower. It's very powerful. Particularly those early soft attack bonuses. Right, coalition government complete. 45% success. Wonderful. Let's do another one. If this one is such a resounding success as well, 2 will be sufficient. Agent captured. Of course he was. As usual. I'm waiting for Hungary and Romania to join the Axis so that I can have more operatives. I could hire an elusive gentleman, but it feels like a waste a little bit. Soviet cipher ready to be used. Don't really need to decrypt anyone else. I don't think I'll be fighting anyone else. Let's have a look at our template. The anti-Soviet division is duplicated, just in case I need to use it, and add some support artillery. How much will that cost? I have enough. Give us a little bit of HP, but quite a significant boost to soft attack. Those support companies are very powerful, actually. I would add line artillery if I had enough of it. I don't even have enough guns. So is demand Karelia? No. It said they get conquer war goal on Finland. There's no Finland. Must be a mistake. Still, I am a member of the Axis, so mode of Ribbentrop protects us. Infantry equipment 3. Perhaps we can finish it before the Soviets attack. Probably not, but maybe. I need Hungary and Romania in my faction. I have a large amount of support equipment. We might add recon companies. For now, though, I just need enough guns for everyone, and enough people to be in these units. Still mobilizing. And all that exercise is bringing us some army experience, but less than all the advisors, sadly. Right, true enemy. Soviet Union is the true threat. We'll get some extra forts, but I'm not really focusing on forts. We'll be on the offensive. We are strong enough to do so. Now, operations. Collaboration government. You guys, you go back to your post. I'm just keeping them here so I don't have to relocate after I conquer some stuff. I know it's not that good for, the score from having a network, and it doesn't really matter that much. Let's fortify the border. I need that manpower and those guns, but mostly the manpower. Guns will come naturally, because I'm starting to build a lot of military factories once I'm done with the 2 supply hubs, which are vital. I suppose I could get another one here. Is it necessary? Not sure. I guess I could. We would be more effective. But they are expensive to build. Maybe it's unnecessary. Alright, let's get them their supply hub. Here. That'll do. How much manpower do I need to reinforce these units? A lot. We'll probably have to go to another higher manpower law. But there's no point in doing this right now. We have to mobilize first. I like building a lot of civilian factories early on because then you can construct stuff very quickly. And you have enough to buy steel. Although I never went to free trade, which on the one hand might be a mistake because I don't get the bonuses to factory output and construction and research. But on the other hand, we have so much steel that it might actually be better for us to use our own steel. I'm on civilian oversight in the occupied territories. It gets compliance the fastest. And I don't really worry about... Hungary joins the Axis. Nice. And I don't really worry about, sabotage and stuff like that. Bulgaria joins. Does it mean we get an extra operative? Yes, we do. No surrender. This gives us a 10% attack and defense bonus against the Soviet Union, which is huge. Well, the Soviet Union is huge, but the bonus is huge as well. Wait a minute, am I missing artillery? Oh, goddammit. I thought I had enough. Is that because we wasted it on exercise? Must be. Well, let's produce more. No, we will not invest in Turkey. Probably should have exercised them before I added the companies. Now, if I were to add engineers to them, support equipment, we don't have enough. Maybe recon. Looks fine with the supply hubs. Do I need more here? No, I don't. It's all good. Oh, did the mission finish? 30%, so I need another one. It's already in preparation. New operative. Go to the same place. Make sure you maintain the network. Yes, I know I could spread them around, but it's not that important to me right now. Bessarabia has happened. Agent captured. Very unfortunate. But we have enough agents to reacquire her. Have we mobilized yet? No, not yet. Infantry equipment designer then. That's a sizable amount of communism. Communist pressure and influence, both. Well, maybe some anti-communist raids will help. No surrender. We're suddenly much more powerful against the Soviets. More guns, please. Speaking of, special projects. Whoa, operations do take a lot, don't they? No matter. Once this finishes, I'll maximize the collaboration in the Soviet Union. Oh, agent captured just as he returned from the mission to free another agent. You maintain the network. I suppose she could go on a mission to capture the other guy. That just rescued her. I really am wasting a lot of artillery on that exercise, am I not? Maybe I should stop it. More military industry. Industrial concern. Let's do smoke and fire. Select suppressive barrage as the preferred tactic. Greece joins the Allies, that's fine. I'm not fighting the Allies. Also, the Soviets seem to not have invested in a supply network, which I have. Right, so this is done. This is pointless. Division training time not important. Unite Karelia only valid because it's needed for this. Seek Axis investment. Factory output 10%. Yeah, I shouldn't have exercised them. I wasted so much artillery. At least not until I had enough manpower for everyone. Now, if I were to add recon, I would have enough support equipment to do that. Sure, let's add recon then. Doesn't change much, but it does change a little bit. Reconnaissance. Finished the collaboration government. Wasn't super successful, but that's not a problem, because we now have 100% collaboration in the Soviet Union. Time to infiltrate the army, I guess. And maybe civilian administration as well. And when you're done, I'll rebuild the network again, but more spread out. Damn it. Okay, agent captured again. Go on, save her. Supply situation, looking very good. Very good indeed. Focus on making guns now. Oh, we have been attacked. Well, fortunately, we're ready. Let's activate all our orders. They are unbalanced, we should be fine, and of course make sure to call our allies in. Germany and Romania will be very helpful in this, maybe Hungary as well. Let's go! I am ready. We've called everyone in, the Germans are going to help, and we have started our attack. Actually, our supply situation is so much better than the Soviets here, that we should have an easy time. Our production could be better, working on it. They break the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, that's fine. We had enough time to prepare. And if I'm not mistaken, we should actually be making progress soon. Oh, I forgot. We of course have a cipher. No, we don't. They upgraded their encryption since. It's fine, we'll have it soon. Are we making gains? Yes, we are. Small gains, but we are. Romania joins. Wonderful. Alright, Romania was not in the Axis, but now they are. So, Romania, welcome to the war. That's gonna distract the Soviets a bit. And as you can see, we are actually going into their territory, which is wonderful. Now let's adopt Axis war economics, which is actually going to switch us to total mobilization. As a manpower, I've mobilized everything, more or less. Well then, all adults serve, we have to. If we mean to kill the Soviet Union, we need that. Oh, the Axis are actually sending reinforcements up north. I don't think they usually do that. That's a welcome addition. Don't want to go aggressive. I was even considering cautious, but balance should be fine. Offensive doctrine, please. Infantry expert. Go on. I don't think we've lost any territory yet, which is very good. Ah, infantry equipment 3, finally. Now, it takes a long time to actually produce that, but it will be better, and I am constantly building military factories. So, best guns it is. Here we go. Really need more of that. But I always fight slightly under-equipped. It's okay. Oh, are we about to get Leningrad? Well, not about to, but soonish, I guess. We actually made significant gains. Time to spread the spy network out a bit. It's looking good. It's important to not be too hasty. We didn't have enough time to mobilize our manpower sufficiently. We'll have to keep mobilizing. Actually, we might want to go to cautious. Let's see if it works better for us. Because I don't want to lose a lot of people. Slow and steady. Oh, yeah, those front lines don't look too good, do they? I like to use a field marshal front line, but I'll do that once we connect here. Let's infiltrate civilian administration, since it is already prepared. Doctrine. Cautious seems to be working fine for me. No, balanced was better. We don't want the Germans to get all the war score. Yugoslavia gets involved. And these, yes please. See, I should have stuck to just pure infantry. We don't have enough guns to outfit everyone anyway. Well, the factories are being built, so maybe it'll be fine. The cipher is decrypted. Let's activate it immediately. And fix the front lines yet again, because this is not right. Okay, and these guys are cut off slightly. If I can get the port, they'll have no supplies. As you can see, we're making wonderful progress. And I'll soon be able to combine all of this into one field marshal order. I can make you an advisor. Infantry specialist, don't really need that, already have an expert. It's useful to have a levelable specialist because he can advance to genius, but I'm mostly looking for logistics and staffing stuff. What is the surrender threshold? 50 or less, really? My collaboration governments really did a number on them, didn't they? Might actually need to go aggressive by the end to get our proper war participation. Axis war economics, done. Let's do tank licenses, not because we need them, but because it unlocks stuff. Let's do women in the workforce, because I will forget later. Our production is slow and insufficient. Oh well. New levels, infantry expert, and also winter expert. Sure, we can do that. to the cipher. Jiangxi click capitulates. I think we've taken out the most territory. What's our participation? 44%. That's very nice. Going very well over here. Oh, we cut them off. No supply for you. Adaptable. Good. And we're reaching Romania. We've taken the port. They're as good as dead up here. Be super aggressive now. Some good sequential movement. So make sure you don't lose the port. That is essential. Doctrine. I like superior firepower, mostly because it gives very powerful bonuses like organization and soft attack very early on. So you can be powerful quickly. And these? Yes, definitely. I need it. I even need steel apparently. Did they think I would? Did I forget to research excavation? It is possible. Let's have a look. No, I did not. They have absolutely no supply here, so this is going to be a slaughter. Expeditionary force? No. Then these? Yes. Okay, I can get some advisors. Infantry specialist? No, no. Army grouping specialist? Yes, please. Because he's an organizer. Also need a skilled staffer. Let's hire him. Recovery rate 4%. It is significant. How is the surrender progress? Fine. And we can get a maneuver specialist out of him. Division speed or offense. Let's of course take offense. And logistics wizard. Oh, you are done with your orders. Good. Focus on Moscow, I guess. Supply seems to not be the best, but it is good enough. Attack. You don't have supply, but they have even less. Japan attacks the Philippines. Not very wise of them. Access tank licenses done. I could do Autobahn. Sure, let's do the Autobahn. Attack. More aggressively. I still have the most war score, but soon that will change. I think we'll need to go aggressive. More captured operatives. How's the cipher? Still a little bit. Infantry expert. Now we just need a skilled staffer. And they're dead. Which means I can redo my orders. All of you, cancel your orders. And let's do a field marshal one. Yeah, shift plus the right click. Only our own territory. Thank you very much. Go. This will be much easier to manage. Oh, are you capitulating? God damn it, that's too early. I did too well on the coalition governments. I was hoping to get more. And now the Germans have too much war score. Well, we definitely need these here. And generally the north. I should have gone aggressive. Let's have a bit more war score. Well, that's fine. Let's try and cut the Germans off so they don't get too much territory. So I need all the coasts. Of course, connect ourselves here. Let's try it like this. Cut them off here. Not possible. Should we pass? I'll pass once. Okay, they took some territory here. That's fine. I should be able to cut them off now. Like this. Everything east should be mine. Let's make sure I get all the coasts as well. Then they won't take any of that. Okay, I think we'll be able to get the majority of the Soviet Union. Nice. Let's get even more if we can. Is there a connection here? No. Do I need Odessa? I don't need it, but I can get it. Some extra territory. Okay, end the turn. And if I'm not mistaken, the Germans should be unable to take any more territory. Right, there was a bit here I could take. But apart from that, let's pass a lot of times. And as you can see, they're not taking anything. It's exactly what we want. Let's take all states, end the turn, and done. Romania took 2 states, Germany took 17, we took 135. Some equipment was seized. Baltic Unitary State reigns supreme. Now, of course, I should have some high collaboration here. 100% to be exact. We could do a collaboration government, but that is not my intention. Actually, let's cancel the Autobahn. We have more pressing matters to attend to. We need to unite Karelia, and our troops can go home. The war is over. We won. Soviet Union is pretty easy to defeat if they are attacking you too early, and if you team up with Germany. Get in position, guys. Provisional government of the Soviet Union. No thank you. I have so much compliance that our factories kinda jumped, didn't they? 280. I made a mistake. I should have been building military factories earlier. We would have been stronger if I did that. That's fine. Now in a time of peace, civilian factories are more welcome. Let's get those. In all our core territories, which are here. But soon we'll get more. Cipher. No cipher being decrypted. And we're allied to Germany. We have a couple of options. Who we could attack next. We are the biggest country on Earth. No question about that. Are we the most powerful? Not yet. We can ease up on conscription now. Sure. Our manpower will go down, but we still have enough. And also, non-core manpower from the Soviet Union. That's helping a bit. So yeah, we could decide to attack someone. Right now, we could help the Germans against the Allies. If we could land in the UK, that would be very successful. Or we could just do a civil war there. That would work too. Or we could turn against the Germans. Now, I'm not that strong at the moment. My armies could use some time. But we finally have enough manpower and enough industry to outfit them, so it wouldn't take too long to be strong enough to defeat the Germans. So yeah, we could go after the Germans while they're fighting the Allies, it wouldn't be too difficult to defeat them, even if we want to do it right now. But I want to focus on something else, on becoming the Finno-Ugric Empire. We have enough collaboration in the Soviet Union. We used our spies to do that. Sadly, we don't have enough collaboration in Norway, but I am working on it. United States now join the war. So not a good time to fight the Allies. A good time to do that was much earlier. Now, we can't do this yet, sadly, because of compliance in Norway. Oh, wait a bit. Do the Autobahn instead. Let's use our spies to minimize Norwegian resistance. I thought the fight with the Soviets would take longer, so if I knew they would die this quickly, I probably would have sent my spies here earlier. Yunnan capitulates, Bulgarians are doing stuff. We also have a war goal on the Soviet Union, but there is no more Soviet Union. The Germans got a bit shafted in this peace deal, if you ask me. Romania definitely did. Didn't even get their territory back. Up to 300 factories. How many do the Germans have? A bit more. They are stronger than I am. The armies are better equipped, better trained. However, I'm not at war with anyone else, and they are. So if I went against the Germans, we would win, I think. Doctrine. Now that we have a huge amount of industry, I suppose I could modify the templates a bit and train these guys up once we have enough army experience. Although the exercise can start now. He became one good field marshal. There's nothing left with the focuses that's worth it. Not even here. Unite the Finnic identity is the only one. And I still need 6% compliance for that. So I guess we'll take a repeating focus, resistance suppression. It won't do much, since we have 100% compliance in the Soviet Union, but it will help a little bit. 99% of their factories. I wonder, if I fire this guy, who increases recruitable population factor but reduces non-core manpower, will my manpower go up? Let's fire him. It did go up by 10,000. Probably shouldn't have done that then. Also, I didn't check the numbers beforehand. I mean, the exact percentage of non-core population. Should have compared that to the result. Oh, right. We're actually demobilizing. So even if it went up, I might not see it. It's okay. And we finally have enough guns for everyone. Well, let's get some more artillery too. And some support equipment and all that. Add some support companies to our main division. And anti-air. I like adding anti-air because we don't have to worry about air superiority that much then. Or at all. It also adds some piercing. I think those are small bonuses, but they're added everywhere. Let's save that. Then what happens if I add some artillery? Soft attack goes up a lot. And the rest decreases a bit. But I guess this will work. Soft attack is nice. See, but pure infantry with very good infantry weapons is pretty good. It's not a big difference in stats. It is a big difference in production. But let's do it like this. Sure. Now this is a fairly powerful template. Let's exercise them. Ban democracy. Because we can, and we're fascists. That's what fascists would do. Compliance in Norway, almost there. 60% compliance in Norway. Which means I should be able to do this. Oh, still need a bit more. Actually, I could do it if I had them as subjects. So perhaps that was the way to do it. It's the last state that doesn't have enough compliance. And now it does. Let's go. Finnic identity. More factories. The Baltic Unitary State. Not really a fitting name if you stretch from ocean to ocean. Justification against us by Hungary. Now they're just asking for territory here, it's fine. And the focus is complete. We are the Empire of Finno-Ugria. A very beautiful emerald color. And that's it. That was the goal of this playthrough. Now normally I would usually attack someone at the end, like the Germans, to see if we can beat them. Oh, I can ask for garrison support. Sure. Oh, they ask for... No, you're not getting stuff from me. Where was I? Oh yeah, usually I just attack someone at the end to see how it goes. But I don't want to do it this time. It usually takes a long time and is not very interesting. So let's talk about it instead. I have 3 million manpower because we got some extra core territories. Not a lot, but let's have a look. See, now this is our core territory. A significant amount, but it's not very densely populated. Still, we get a lot from this. If I needed manpower, I can just release the Soviet Union as a collaboration government, but then my factories would go down. Also, it's not like 3 million is little. It's quite a lot, actually. We also have a full army group of units that look like this. I guess I could add one more artillery, but it's not that important. Artillery adds some soft attack to the template, but it is not essential. Just infantry with support does well, too. Yeah, this is a fairly powerful army. If I were to go against Germany or the Allies, I would make another 1 or 2 armies like this, or would keep one with artillery and support and make the others just infantry, possibly with support. with this taking the role of the main attack force. Now, what's our best course of action? Our best course of action is to attack Mongolia and Tuva, because they're communist, nobody's going to help them, and we can get some territory. It's not a lot, but we can get it for free, relatively. Another thing we could do, or I think we could do after that, is to attack China, or just justify Xinjiang and attack from there. We'll get some more territory here, which is nice. Now, attacking anyone else is pretty much out of the question without the Allies getting involved. Say we wanted to take Iran, they would guarantee it, and so on. So what can we do? We would have to go after one of the major factions. We could go after the Allies, but it's problematic, requires naval invasions, and they have the United States on their side, which are very powerful. So not my first choice, actually my last choice. We could go after Japan, or we could go after the Axis. Japan is actually the easiest target. They're not very strong, but in order to get here, you need naval invasions, and we don't really have a navy. Fortunately, with our powerful industry, it wouldn't take us that long to build enough navy to launch a naval invasion. Also, if I went after Japan, are we allied to anyone? Just your subjects, I guess. No matter, they have a non-aggression pact with the Axis and guarantees with them, but I am a member of the Axis, so I wouldn't really be able to attack the Japanese unless I exited the Axis. So it's not an ideal situation, but there is always Siam. Siam normally on historical focuses joins the Axis eventually, when they do a focus for it. I don't remember where it is, but it's somewhere in here. And Siam we can attack freely, because it is not guaranteed by the Germans, and thus, by attacking Siam, we could fight Japan and even call the Germans and Italians to that war. Now, the problem with that is we wouldn't really get that much, because the Japanese have been fighting China forever, and now they're fighting the Allies as well. There would be a lot of people to divide up the spoils, so it's a minor gain we would get. And finally, going after the Axis. This is probably the best thing we could do. Like, use 2 army groups on their borders, some here, most of them here. Use a lot of troops to secure all our ports, so they don't send naval invasions. Exit the Axis, attack the Axis, possibly join the Allies. Might come in handy. And remember, the Germans are still fighting the UK and the United States, so they would have to fight on multiple fronts. If we had 2 or 3 army groups of troops like this, it would not be too difficult to defeat the Germans. The Germans are powerful, but now, with our industrial and manpower base, we are more powerful. Or at least we will be in a year or so, once I build up enough equipment for everything. So yeah, that's it. That's how you continue a game like this. But the important part was getting to this point, and I must say I enjoyed it quite a lot. Although I think Lithuania and Poland have slightly better focus trees. Well, Poland definitely, but it's bigger and stronger. And can have a bear as a king, which in itself is unique. I still have Latvia to play as, and I haven't really explored the Soviet focus tree. So there's still stuff coming up. I'm also considering doing a video where I test different combat widths in the new system. Not sure if that's something you'd like to see, so do let me know. Okay, that's about it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye.